Hey guys, what's up? It's Gracie, and today I'm doing a reading vlog and something that I never thought I would do before, but I think that this idea is so interesting and I want to bring it to you guys and I want to challenge myself today. And what better day to do it than if you have AT&T? You might have known that today, for whatever reason, there's no service. I'm like, oh, I can't leave my house because I don't have maps. Oh, I can't go work out because I can't load my workout app. Oh, I can't do anything but entertain myself the only way I know how, with books. So today I am challenging myself to read for as long as my average screen time from the past week on my phone says. I would tell you right now, my full-time job is being a content creator influencer, so I am on my phone a lot. There are two categories I am going to take out of my screen time. One being timers, like the clock app, and the other one being my workout app, because I feel like that's not necessarily me scrolling on my phone, that is me doing a workout. And those two things have added some time to my screen time over the past week. So other than that, we're gonna go accurately with what my screen time says. If I had to guess, I would say my screen time average is probably somewhere around 6 or 7 hours, but we're gonna check moment of truth together. Down 9% from last week, 7 hours, 51 minutes. Hold on. Okay, see, but my Peloton app, I have 9 hours and 18 minutes of working out and workouts and different things that I do, like meditations on there. And my clock app has 2 hours and 18 minutes on it. So I feel like if we take out those 11 and a half hours, I don't know how to re-average it though. I don't know, can I look at like remove this category? I can see. I'm gonna do a little math here to accurately affect the screen time. I can't imagine it's gonna go down more than an hour, so we've got a lot of reading to do today. I'm a mathematician, aka I just use calculatorsoup.com to calculate that those 11 and a half hours that I don't count as scrolling on my phone come down to 1 hour and 39 minutes per day. So I'm gonna subtract that from the daily average of 7 hours and 51 minutes, and that's gonna give me 6 hours and 12 minutes of reading today. Holy smoke. I'm gonna have a little timer going so we can keep track of it. We'll chit chat about these books throughout the reading, but we're gonna swap our screen time today and try not to go on my phone at all. Currently, I'm reading If He Had Been With Me. I wanted to read like just kind of apparently very sad love story because it is Valentine's Day month. It's the month of February. So my goal is definitely to finish this book. And then here are my two options after that. First option, this just came in the mail yesterday. I love Ali Hazelwood's books, and this is her brand new book, Bride. It's a paranormal romance. So I could jump straight into this after that one. Or y'all know that I'm reading the Throne of Glass series, and I've been trying to sprinkle in other books so that Throne of Glass does not take over my whole life. But I'm at the point in my life now where I can tandem read Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. Yes, I am tandem reading these. I do not want to be left at a cliffhanger at the end of this book and then have this whole book to read to figure it out. I'm gonna tandem read it. So either we switch into Bride or we're gonna hop into these two behemoths of books. Don't know exactly which one's gonna win right now because we still have this whole one to finish, so we're gonna get on with our 6 hours and 12 minutes of reading today. We are starting inside today, but it is gearing up to be a beautiful day here in Tampa, Florida, so I think some of our reading is gonna have to happen outside. Currently drinking a Fuji Apple Pear Celsius because I think this is the only thing getting me through 6 hours of reading today. So good. I'm gonna get my iPad with my timer and we are gonna start reading. Got the iPad all set up here in the corner so we can keep track of time, and like I said, I've been reading If He Had Been With Me. This is by Laura Nolan. So far, I'm a little less than halfway into the book. Little synopsis of this story. This book is about Autumn and Finn, and if they had ended up together. Their mothers are best friends who were pregnant at the same time, had their kids the same time, they grew up together, they do all sorts of holidays together. Finn does not have a dad. He was just a guy who's not really in the picture, sends money, sends cars, sends gifts. And Autumn's dad is very distant and it leaves her mother a little depressed. So I'm currently reading about them navigating relationships from middle school all the way up into high school. And this is supposedly going to wreck my soul. Why did I choose this book? I have no idea. Maybe I felt like getting my soul wrecked, but so far it's so good. And it's a really, really easy read. The font is pretty large as well, so it's quick to get through. I'm gonna turn on some reading background noise on my TV here and we're gonna get started reading. All right, here we go. been devouring this book, and it has only been an hour and 7 minutes, and I now have less than 100 pages left. Like I said, super easy read. The font's also a little bit bigger, so I feel like I'm just turning pages all the time. Let me tell you, this is definitely different than my high school experience, but it brings me right back to all the emotions of a teenager and, you know, your first love as a teenager and all of that kind of stuff. I don't know if I'd say like I had a love in high school, but I definitely did have a boy that I thought I was going to marry. And it just kind of brings you back to that where the feelings are there and everything is real, and yet it's just not the same as when you get older. And I think that this book is doing such a good job at exploring that and honestly bringing you right back. Like, you are in the head of Autumn. This whole book is from the point of view of Autumn. I know that there's another one of these books that is from Finn's perspective, so I think I might just have to read that at some point. Y'all also know my little brother's name is Finn, and he's a senior in high school, and right now at the point of the book that I'm in, they just graduated high school. They're all about to go off to college. I won't give any spoilers of what just happened, but I was like, but also thank goodness if you know what happens right after graduation. But just like I said, a little less than 100 pages left, and I'm gonna get back to reading it, but I thought I would just like pause here and give you a little update about what's going on in the book. I have a feeling I should be able to finish this book before the 2-hour mark, which gives us 4 hours to read some other part of some book today. Pretty crazy, but I'm all caught up on work, so for me this is like the best Thursday ever. We're gonna get back into this book. I will have all of these linked on my Amazon storefront. What I'm doing for this year is having a list of all the books I read in each month. After I start on a book, I will put it on that list that y'all can read with me or just know what I'm reading throughout the month, because obviously I'm not gonna put all 3 of these on here because A, I'm not gonna finish these all in the month of February, but like even today when I have to pick another book after this, I don't know yet which way that I'm going, or maybe I'll pull something else off my shelf or off my Kindle. So I never know till I start, but as soon as I do start a book, I put it on my Amazon storefront on that list. I still have a little bit left of my Celsius, but we're gonna get back into reading this book and turning back on the YouTube on the TV. Today's is called Sweet February Morning in Cozy Winter Porch Ambiance. It was posted 2 weeks ago and it has 111,000 views. That's pretty good. I will have this playlist link that I'm listening to in the description below of this video. Let's get back to Autumn and Finn's story. Less than 2 hours in, what did I say? 1 hour, 54 minutes, 56 seconds, I have finished this book. I really thought in like the last 15 pages, I was like, it's a good read. It was great, it was cute, it's probably 3-star. And then how it ended, it's gonna be a 4-star for me. It's not a 5-star read, but it was a quick and easy read, like 380 something pages, but oh, the way it ends. Oh. This book is really cheap on Amazon right now, which is why I decided to buy the physical copy instead of the Kindle copy. It was less than $8 for this book, and I would recommend, and I think someday I would consider reading the other point of view of this book written by Laura Nolan. She writes from Ben's point of view, and I think that that could be interesting too, especially with some of the things you find out later in this book. So now it's a lunch break, but also a decisions break if I'm gonna start my tandem read or if I'm gonna read The Bride. I'm kind of shifting more toward The Bride because I know these books are gonna wreck me. I also know they're gonna take up so much time tandem reading, because this is basically like 12 or 1300 pages that I'm gonna have to read in a row to be able to finish both. Not that it matters how many books that I finish, but the goal is to feel sort of accomplished also with this screen time video. So I think instead of starting these just yet, because I'm hoping that this one maybe won't take long to read, instead of starting these just yet, I think I gotta read this paranormal romance from Ali Hazelwood called Bride. It just came out this month. So I think I would also like to finish this book this month because it came out this month, to let you all know in my February reads video what I thought and if I recommend. So I think that this is gonna have to be the next book. Plus, it's not so many pages. I'm gonna try and look without giving away the book. I have done this to myself before where I've given away how the book ends. Like I hate that, but I'm gonna try in 396 pages, almost 400 pages, but I don't know, the font's not too terrible. I don't think I'm gonna finish this in 4 hours that I have left, or a little over the 4 hours that I have left, but I do think that I can knock out a good chunk of this book, maybe at least half of the book today with the 4 hours that remain. So I think we're gonna go for Ali Hazelwood's Bride for our second book of today. It's such a beautiful day outside that I decided to migrate down to the pool deck to get a little bit of sunshine. I put on shorts instead of the pants that I was wearing, and we are going to start Ali Hazelwood's Bride out here, but I figured let's get some sunshine if I have to read, not just stay in all day. So we're gonna get started on this new book. I've got my timer here, which maybe it's too bright out to see. We're starting at 1 hour, 54 minutes and 56 seconds, which is what we left off on. I'm gonna start my timer and get right into my book. Getting really shady where I was sitting, so I moved over here to the sun in these little chairs and picked my book back up over here. We are stopped at 2 hours, 51 minutes and 45 seconds, so still a long time to go, but I just wanted to give an update on the book so far. I am into chapter 4, so I've read the prologue in chapters 1 through 3, and so far it's pretty interesting, unlike any other book that I've ever read thus far, about a vampire who has to marry the alpha werewolf in order to create peace between their lands. She's also been faking being in human territory, and her best friend of 15 years has just randomly gone missing, and there is so much to uncover here, but that is basically what this book is about so far. It's a paranormal romance, so I'm assuming, and this is just an assumption, that she and the werewolf actually end up friends / together, but I guess I'll have to keep reading to see. So I'm gonna get back into this book for the next little bit outside, and then once I'm done in the sun, because I'm starting to kind of get hot, I'm gonna venture back into my apartment, but here we go. I hope I find time to actually complete this today. I know a lot of people like do it over the course of a few days or a week, but I'm trying to get all 6 hours in today, but considering I'm not even at 3 hours, and I started doing this late today, and it's 4:39, I'm not 110% sure if we're gonna get it through all 6 hours and 12 minutes, but I'm gonna try. I'm here for trying, and I'm gonna get back into the book. Alrighty, the sun is starting to go down, and I'm going to head inside to get a little snack, refill my water, all of that, and just read from the rest of the day on inside. I'm at 3 hours, 23 minutes and 33 seconds is where the clock is stopped, and I ended on page 97. I feel like that's pretty good. I don't know, but we're gonna head back inside. I'm actually really liking where this book is going. I just love Ali Hazelwood's writing. I think that this is so interesting because it's so different from any of her other books, but I'm excited to see where this goes. So we're gonna head back inside into the apartment and continue the reading upstairs. We are back upstairs in my slightly messy apartment, but that doesn't matter because we are going back to reading. I'm gonna get the TV back on with the music because I just absolutely love music while reading now. I have more importantly made myself a fun drink using a sparkling water in Trader Joe's new red juice. You know how they have their like green juice, their purple juice? Now they have a red one that's made with the first ingredient is beets, and I love beets. So good. Mix that juice with a little bit of sparkling water and throw in some blackberries on top, so we got a fun drink. The timer is ready to be restarted once I get the TV going, and we're gonna continue to read Ali Hazelwood's Bride. Well, my boyfriend came over, I got distracted, and we haven't yet read, so we're still at 3 hours, 23 minutes, 33 seconds. I have a sneaky feeling we're not gonna hit our 6 hours and 12 minutes for today. Gosh dang it, because it's already 7:07 p.m. But I'll read as much as I can until dinner time, and then we'll see how close to screen time I get. So let's pull out the book and start the timer and get going. Tonight, and it's here, so I'm gonna go enjoy some dinner. We are at 4 hours, 23 minutes, and 22 seconds of reading today. Will we make it to 6 hours, 12 minutes? I don't know, but I am enthralled by this book. I wasn't sure I could not get into it for the first little bit, but now I'm in here. Like, I'm almost halfway through this book, and it is good. I really like it, so I actually do hope I have 2 more hours to dedicate to it tonight, because I think I could maybe almost finish it. I just find it so interesting and so different. Like I said, I love Ali Hazelwood's writing, but so far it's so good. Things are spicing up in the were world. I've never really read about werewolves and vampires. I never read the Twilight series. Maybe I should go back and read it eventually. I've watched the movies like as of a couple of years ago. I was like kind of too young when they came out, and like I just was not allowed to watch them, and obviously not allowed to read the books. Maybe this is sort of like my first Twilight experience being vampires and werewolves, but so far I'm really liking it, and I think something sneaky is gonna end up happening in this book between the 2 main characters. So we're gonna have to see, but we're gonna take a little dinner break and then we'll be back to read some more. I finished dinner, I'm back, ready to start the timer and get back into this book. It hasn't been able to leave my head the entire time I was eating, which just tells you I'm really liking this book. So time to read, time to start the countdown and see how close or if I can get to 6 hours and 12 minutes of my screen time. Just about half an hour out from my reading goal, you guys. I am so into this book. I cannot even tell you. I don't think I'm gonna quite finish it tonight just because of the timing and everything, but this is a great book. There are twists and turns I haven't been expecting, something sneaky that I did kind of expect, but totally in a twist, especially what I am reading right this second, which I just paused to talk about really quick. I'm like, what's happening? So it's not so stereotypical, and it's not going exactly in the direction you think it would go. So I can't wait for the next half hour. We're going to get to our 6 hours and 12 minutes, and I'm gonna keep reading, but just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update that this book will for sure be finished tomorrow. I have this much left, probably just about 150 pages. Again, don't think I'm gonna finish it tonight. I am gonna finish up until my screen time, which I'm really excited about. I don't think I'm gonna finish the book yet, but let me tell you, this is the first thing I'm picking up tomorrow. Hold on, let me pause my music. We made it! Do you see this? 6 hours, 12 minutes, and 25 seconds of reading today. First of all, I can't believe it. Second of all, I'm so proud of myself. Third of all, how is this even possible? Look at this. I'm in a really juicy part in this book. It's hard to put it down. I'm definitely at least gonna have to finish this chapter, which still has quite a few pages left in it, but holy smokes. This book, Ali Hazelwood. 6 hours and 12 minutes of reading today. I have officially taken my iPhone screen time and have read for as long as my average daily screen time over the past week. I am so dang proud. This is not something that could happen on an everyday basis unless I woke up early and stayed up late, but it was so fun to do today and to challenge myself. Not only did I finish the second half of a book that I started yesterday, but I am gonna have read almost a whole nother book in addition to it. I just can't believe how much reading can happen in this many hours. Obviously, screen time is an important thing when it is part of your job, when it's part of something that you do every day, but I've been trying to take out doom scrolling and scrolling for no real reason and replaced it with reading. Again, I don't think I have 6 hours and 12 minutes of doom scrolling, but you can see just how much reading you can get done when you take your screen time and you transfer it into reading books. Listen, these aren't the most educational books ever, but it is so much fun, and I feel like I get so much more out of these fantasy, romance, paranormal books than I do on social media most of the time. So, I'm just so proud of myself. Well, there you have it. I took my average iPhone screen time over the past week and turned it into how many hours I would read in one day, and I had a blast doing this. I did not think I was gonna get this all done in one day, especially because I did work this morning and started a little bit later, but I did it. I had a lunch break, I had a little break to hang out with my boyfriend, different things, but I still made it happen. It is 10:45 p.m., so definitely later than I thought it was going to be for me to end this challenge, but I'm so glad that I did it and I was able to break it up and read some good books. If you guys are new here, do not forget to subscribe down below. I'm trying to do a lot more book content because I truly do enjoy this. I feel like it satisfies my soul. I've always loved reading, but especially now I'm realizing I just have to create more opportunities and more time for myself to read, so there will be plenty of more reading content here on this channel, in addition to, of course, life here in Tampa, Florida, as well as some fun travel. I also share different things on Instagram Reels and TikTok having to do with book reviews and other things like that. But if there's any more content you want, whether it's on here or on my other social medias, just leave me a comment down below. I love you guys so much. If nobody has told you today, I'm so proud of you. You are so capable. You are capable of even crazy things like reading for 6 hours in one day. Maybe it's a weekend if you don't have as flexible of a schedule, but I do think that you can do it if you put your mind to it. I love you guys so much. I hope that you're having a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.